Good morning, Rangers. We are May 19 today. It's Tuesday. We are doing some more finishing touches on our house. The blog assignment for today is going to be to find 10 aesthetic features. So those are features that we put on our house that just make it look good. Anything that's going to add some style, not necessarily for structure or for light or for keeping the rain or the weather out, but trying to make it look good. So like this one here, there's this house that's got these little coins, they're called it on the corner here. You can even kind of see them in the corner on this side as well. And they just kind of make it look cool and kind of give it a style and some pizzazz. There's some cool downspouts on this one. Some nice arch, like the house doesn't necessarily need an arch, but it makes it look cool. The front entry, they call that a portico. It looks cool on this one. Little vent or something up here in the top, little point on the gable end up here. Lots of cool things on this little house here. This one's got some flower boxes, so they use that. Again, not necessary, but just kind of adds some aesthetic value. This is a freeze board where they have a transition between two levels. That's a freeze board. Another thing that adds aesthetic value or allows you to change between siding and a different kind of siding, where they have like shakes here and vertical siding up here. The arch above the portico, some columns, some gable board and batten up here. Another one here. This one, pick the trim on that, the trim around the windows, that little ledge trim about between the stucco and the stone. Some gable returns, we call that, where the roof kind of comes around and wraps around. It's kind of, again, it's not necessary, but it kind of gives it a little nice look. Some columns, different columns, kind of has a little curve on there. Big 6x6 column. This one has some chimney detail that's kind of cool on there. Again, just making it look cool. I like the circle window, kind of the ski slope style roof there. There's kind of some extra details just for good measure and for beautification. Different kind of railing detail, window trim, door trim, mailbox, lights, numbers. All of this kind of stuff is aesthetic value. Got a nice curve here, front porch, shutters, plantings on the wall there. Looks like some hanging baskets maybe. Again, some gable detail, some shakes, some more detail up here, columns, more column or more another light, some transoms, more lights, different kinds of siding, just things different ways to make the house look better. And so you're going to find 10 pictures, put those in your blog, and then label or tell me what you are interested in or what you like about that particular picture. Like I said, this one picked the coins, this one picked the flower box, trim, columns, chimney detail. So just go through 10 pictures and tell me what you like or what kind of detail you like into your house of these things. And these are ideas as you finish off your house. Like we come back to my house over here. And it's kind of plain. It's got a little trim around the window, but it needs a little something. And so this is where we start adding in some more detail, maybe jazz up the columns, make those look a little more detailed, or we put some kind of vent up here in the gable, or maybe a cupola up on top, one of those little birdhouses that you see up on the top of the house with a little point on. That would look cool too. Some plantings. We can do some plants. So you're going to go to DC, type in DC, get to your design center. You're going to be in the sample. I think it depends on if you've opened it or on your computer yet, you'll be able to find this. ENUS, pick that one, go to design center. There is a tab for planting. So I'm going to pick blocks. That is not the planting I wanted. Hang on a second. Landscaping is the one I wanted, sorry. And blocks. All right, so we've got some trees here. So I'm going to grab a tree and bring this into the house. And just like you did when we did our sinks and stuff like that, we'll drag the tree in. Come over here. Maybe we'll grab a couple different kinds of trees. And we'll kind of order those up a little bit to give it some landscaping. Kind of an ugly little shrub, but we'll bring it in anyway. We'll close up the design center. And now I want to bring these trees in. So I'm going to grab them. Usually I like to have the plantings go just a little bit below the horizon line. I may have to turn off my O-snaps. So we'll put this tree over here, put this tree on this side, put some bushes in here, Oftentimes landscaping goes in odd numbers, and so I like to try to do 3s, 5s, 7s, something like that. I'm going to go to my copy tool. We'll copy this a few times. It's going to look real cookie cutter if I just do the exact same size. So once I get to the other side, I think I copied my trees on this side also. Oops. So then what I want to do to make it look a little less uniform is add some different sizes. So I'm going to go to my scale tool. I'm going to pick this plant and maybe make that one 1.1 size, 1.1 size bigger. So it's just going to make it a little bit bigger than the other ones. And then we'll maybe make this one, we'll go to scale. We'll maybe make the middle, how many did I put in there? 1, 2, 3. I even put in an even number. I got to add one more. I'm going to do 1.5 on this one. So we'll go 1.5, enter. I got to pick my point first. Let's try that one more time. Scale. 1.5, enter. See, that one's a little bigger. Scale this one. Base point first, 1.5. And we'll do a 1.1 again on this one, so scale. And then we'll move them around a little bit so they don't look. So we got our full size 1.0. We got our 1.1s. We're going to copy one of the 1.5s. So I got odd numbers here, like I said I wanted. And then another 1.1 and a 1.0. So we can bring in some plants. Looks like I copied these also. And I can do the same with trees. Like say I wanted to have rather than have these small ones, I wanted to do some smaller bushes on the side for my landscaping. I'm going to take a tree like this, but I want a smaller version of it. So I'm going to grab a copy. Put it over here. We'll go to scale. I'm going to pick a base point, and I want it maybe half that size. So I'm going to do 0.5, and then I'll give it half the size. I want it still smaller than that, so let's do maybe 3/4 of that size. So I go to scale tool again, pick a base point. Type in 0.75, that'll make it 3/4 that size. And I still want it smaller. So one more time, scale, base point. Let's do 0.5. Put it just above the horizon line. It's a little taller than that guy. And then we'll copy and put maybe some matching shrubs on each side of the bushes. And maybe I want to do another tree on this side. Those are a little bit big, so let's scale those down maybe. So scale tool, right click, pick a base point. Oops. Again, scale, right click, pick a base point, left click. Now let's do maybe 0.6 of that size. I'll make it a little smaller tree, more of a landscaping tree rather than a large tree. So we're going to go over here, scale one more time, pick a base point, 0.6, enter, and then we'll move this over. So that is your assignment for today. Add some landscaping in, and then you're going to go to your blog for the week, and you're going to add the 10 aesthetic features. So new post, 10 pictures. Give me a label for each picture of what you like about it, what identifying feature you want to add to your house, and then try to add some of those in there. Say you wanted to put a cupola in there, come up to the top, and you can just kind of freehand this and kind of come up and come to the center here. I like to do things in half so I don't have to do it twice, and I keep things symmetrical. And I can do a little roof down here, just kind of freehanding it. And then mirror it over. And maybe I want to put a little window in there. Again, I'm trying to be super fast, so I'm not wasting your time here. Maybe put some mutton bars down the middle. Anyway, that was straight off the cuff, but kind of get the idea. You could add some more detail to it like that, just by what you see in the pictures. All right. So anyway, that's it for today. 10 aesthetic features and add some landscaping to your house. And hit me up with any questions, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day.